Good morning, world. Mike, Newfound Past, Monday morning. Just a quick little hangout, doing my normal pack and ship Q&A hodgepodge. I did something to my YouTube page where my chat's down at the bottom now. I don't know what I did. I have to figure that out later. Did Justin RVA Flip show this morning. John, the Cincinnati. Hey, Andy. How's it going? Yeah, I got most of my orders pulled after I got done with Justin's show. I've still got 2 more to find. Like crazy when they elude you, you know. They just elude you. Yeah, let me see here. Sending it out. I mean, just got text. Going and sending out a link to everyone else, just in case anyone wants to pop in. That's fine. We'll only be on here about 50 minutes or so, because John, the Cincinnati Picker, is going to have a little a live show at 10 Eastern, so that'd be 9 Central. He's in, so just gonna do that. You're doing shipping as well? Yeah. Mo was doing shipping as well. That's just kind of my routine. Everybody, well, I mean, not everybody, but I have a routine for sure, and I do my shipping in the morning. Good morning, Monty. Good morning, Anissa. Anissa is the junk trader. It's going pretty good. The crazy card is going good. Had a good thrifting day yesterday. I was super picky. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning, Dan. Yeah, I do too, Andy. That's and that's one of my. Justin was talking about New Year's resolutions, kind of. And my resolution is I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna blow this whole thing up, and my inventory control is gonna get way better. I waste so much time looking for stuff. It's funny that something I listed, 6 months ago. I can remember exactly where it is, but it's something I listed a week ago. I'll be like, where did I put that? And that's what I'm dealing with right now. I had a vest that sold, and I'm like, where in the world did I put that? I'm gonna sneeze. Well, I thought I was going to. Don't you hate that? You're like, I think I'm gonna sneeze, but no. Good morning, Shamrock Pixie. Hey, John. I told everyone about John. John is doing a show at 10 o'clock Central. No, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So everyone jump over there. I'm going to be on here about 50 minutes till about 9:50, 9:55 or so. Anissa says, someone once said in a recent video, only pick up items that say hell yeah to you. Yeah, that's exactly. If you're sitting there questioning an item, whether it's condition or price, whatever, just set it down. Or at least me, you may be able to make $5 on it, and that may be fine with you. But me, if I'm questioning something, set it down and move on. So especially now, with the inventory situation and stuff. Yeah. So like I said, I got most of my orders pulled. I got them stacked up kind of down here. I got 2 more things to find, but I mean, I know they're here. I just gotta find them. So yeah. But yesterday, the thrifting was good, and I probably put back on the shelf 20 things I would have normally gotten. Yeah. There's Justin. Good morning.
I just wanted to pop in and say hi real fast.
Oh, going in. It makes it better when we have some back and forth rather than me just jabbers on the whole time.
Yeah, I just popped out of the shower. I'm gonna get my shipments done real fast, so I'm not gonna be able to stay real long. But wanted to come say hi. What are y'all up to?
Yep, I'm the same way. After your show, I got most of my stuff pulled. Still looking for 2. Gonna ship some stuff out.
I'm using the Google thing to do my hair. This is how I do my hair, guys. By the way, it's basically do this until it looks okay.
How I do my hair is I reach for this ball cap and put it on, and
yeah,
done.
My wife shamed me though. I posted on Facebook. I had this like a GoPro attachment for my hat, and she said too much.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. That probably would have been hard on your neck too.
It is heavy. It's very heavy. Yeah, I did a video with it on, just like showing my shipping process, and it was not comfortable.
Yep. I agree with I saw Scott responded to you on that, and he said the chest mount's the way to go. And chest mount's the way to go. I think I've never even done it, but I don't. So what do I know?
I don't even have the chat pulled up. Hold on, let me do that.
Yeah.
How many orders you got going out this weekend, Mike?
What's that?
How many orders you got going out?
10.
God, I wish I only had that. Like, and what's funny is our net dollars are probably the same.
I don't know. Yesterday was pretty bad. It was about 150 total between the accounts. And it was just nickel and dime stuff. And yesterday was one of those days I wanted to rage on best offer because it was just. I'm not exaggerating, about 15 lowball offers on stuff. And it's one of those days I'm going to be like, take them all off. No more best offers. But, I have sold a lot of stuff on best offer too. So it's a give and take.
John says he did a video with the GoPro hat clip and he got some crazy looks.
I imagine, and how many people don't even like being photographed or videoed. So they're probably like, this crazy guy trying to do some stuff.
Look, let me put you this way. Look, I'm a diehard libertarian, and I can even say this: the day of privacy is over. There is no such thing as privacy. Whether you think you're off the grid or not, anywhere you go, you're on video. If you have a cell phone, you're being tracked 24/7. If you care about privacy, you're in the wrong country. You need to go move out to the jungle or something. You know what I
mean? You're in the wrong world, because I've been all over the world, and it doesn't matter where you're at.
The day of privacy is over. Like, whatever.
Hop that first ship to Mars, and you probably won't even be fine there because Tesla will have cameras all over there before you know it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, man. But yeah, just know if you get on that Mars ship, that's a one-way trip, man. That's a one-way trip.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, no, most of the sales yesterday were just small stuff, So
yeah.
But anyway, I mean, something's better than nothing, That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, I had some okay sales, but I didn't have any. Like, all my stuff was like bread and butter, like that minimum, like net $10. Like where my minimum's at, like that $10 net profit. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, So it's going to be a lot of shipping for me this morning. I think I have 26 going out, but it was probably like between Friday through Sunday. It's probably like maybe like, well, I can tell you. Let me pull it up. Between those three, because I don't ship on Saturdays like you do.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I would have had a lot more, but I did that much Saturday morning shipping.
Yeah. I just remembered that. So you're only having to deal with Saturday and Sunday stuff. Well, actually, you probably ship anything that sells early enough on Saturday too, don't you?
Yeah, I only have a couple from Saturday afternoon, So
yeah, altogether this weekend I did for 460, and then Friday. Yeah, I did right over $500 between Friday and Sunday. Friday was abysmal, man. Friday was $56.72. Saturday was $250, and Sunday was $210.
I was it's weird. We're kind of on the same pattern because Friday was bad, Saturday was great, Sunday was just meh.
Yeah, I'm at 90 so far for the day. So the stuff that sold today, I'll go ahead and get out today too. And
I haven't sold anything yet today either, so we'll see how today goes. But I'm kind of like you. I mean, the grind. I mean, it's not Christmas yet, but the grind is pretty much over for Christmas.
Yeah,
the grind always continues, but as in like list every day, no matter what. Take a break.
Yeah.
Yep. Get my first one out. A little shirt. Like I said yesterday, I was super duper picky, but I'll still have a really good haul video. I was super duper picky on clothes. I just have a mound of clothes that boggles the mind. So
I understand. Trust me. I'm actually, what I do with my clothing is I have a spreadsheet. I call it the pool sheet. I typically only use it on Mondays, so I have like over 20 things typically going out. But I just put the bin it's in and the SKU number, and then I print that up and I just take it over there and just check it off as I grab it.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing now. So I figured I get pop in here while I do that, and then once I go to pool, I'll jump out.
Absolutely. Always, these West Coast orders, I have a ton of them. It seems like, but when they creep into first class, I'm like, yes. Difference on shipping can be like $6.
Have you messed with doing the pirate ship yet, Mike?
I've looked at it, but every time I've looked at it, it's been the same as we get that top rated seller discount on eBay.
Yeah, it's only going to save you money on your priority stuff. Typically, the stuff that you're fitting in your or smaller poly bags or bubble mailers.
Yeah. So basically check it if something's going to go on a flat rate, padded flat rates, or
yeah, check it. Yeah, but just know, like, you know, if you're using pirate ship, you can't use the flat rate boxes. You can use like the standard stuff,
right.
but yeah,
because it's cubic. Yeah,
right.
You don't have to do anything special in that. You just go in like you're going to ship a normal package, put in the dimensions and the weight, and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
What am I doing?
Is there typically just for the people in the chat? Is there typically a weight like over 2 pounds that it works best for cubic, or 3 pounds, or is it a variety?
It depends. I always anything that I'm shipping priority now, I'll at least like put it in the stuff in pirate ship to see if it's gonna save me. Because sometimes it'll be as little as like 30 cents, and sometimes it'll be as much as like $4 or $5. It really depends. But you know, even 30 cents at volume adds up quick.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like we talked about coffee mugs, they're always over a pound, you know, and they go usually in that 7x7x6 priority box. If you polybag that box, would it save you money?
But also it might even save you money not polybagging it because of the dimensions of the box.
Just the dimensions of the box. Yeah.
It'd definitely be worth like at least like just doing a quick price compare. You know, I always like I pull it up on eBay to look at what it's going to cost me, and if it's like the same, I obviously buy through eBay. But I always like at least it takes like 2 seconds, you know. So I'll at least price compare it out just to save a couple dollars, you know.
We'll check that right this morning because I got 2 coffee mugs going out, and I think they're going to Texas, so it may be a difference. So Texas may as well be West Coast shipping. It costs so much. It's not the same.
Oh yeah. It's basically the same for me.
What's the chat saying here? Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think I have pulled up on being bad this morning. Morning, Red Arrow. Morning, Truth.
Morning, Glenn. And Michelle says she always checks pirate ship when shipping shoes. Yeah, because shoes could be, 3-4 pounds sometimes. So
yeah, shoes are I always typically all my shoes go pirate ship.
Yeah. I have to just force myself to keep that in mind. So, almost forgot one of my steps. I got to transfer my PayPal money.
Yeah, I paid my fees this morning. I think my fees from over the weekend were like $60, give or take, maybe like 55 or something crap like that. You know.
Yeah. It sometimes is eye popping, but I just have what I do. I just turn those credit cards, so I just let it pop once a month on that credit card. And it's like $500, $600, $700, $800.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
What am I doing? Oh, here we go. That's right.
I was looking at my watch hours this morning, and I'm almost there. Like almost there on watch hours, but still 300 subscribers short. So
where are you at on watch hours?
3,900.
Nice. Oh. And how long have you been doing your channel? Like I know you're doing like product videos. How long have you been doing reselling content?
Since May or so.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. So about 6-7 months.
Nice.
So that's a good sign. I was thinking about the next year when it rolls over, how long it would take to get watch hours, and it's not going to be that long, because it's just building.
Yeah.
Especially these live shows. These live shows really, really help out a ton, people. I appreciate it. Like, let me see here. Glenn says that's why he likes Poshmark for shoes, because they provide the label. Absolutely. I cross post. I've been getting better at it, cross posting to Poshmark, and that's one of Justin's New Year's resolutions is to pop on the Poshmark. And Linda King says boots to Spicewood, Texas on pirate ship is $8. That's way better than normal. Hey, Andy.
Hey, guys.
Morning, Andy.
What's going on this morning? I don't know if Andy's connection is good. Let me see here.
1532 Columbia. PSG. Yeah, I was surprised. Most of my sales this weekend were clothing. I thought with Christmas it would be more my new stock or collectible stuff.
Yeah, I've had the stuff sitting here. I got 3 pieces of clothing. The rest of it's just hard good stuff.
Yeah, see, I didn't move. I sold a couple of video games and some Funko Pops, but most of it was clothing. The bulk of my sales.
Of course, I watched most of your videos even before I knew you, but that must have been a massive Funko Pop haul, or you just find them consistently.
I buy out collections on local groups and on Mercari. I'll do I'll lowball. Like if someone's selling like their entire collection on Mercari and I can tell by the photos it hasn't been cherry picked, I'll just throw out like a lowball offer. And 9 out of 10 times on Mercari, people don't have great negotiation skills and they will accept it. So, yeah, I think over the summer I accumulated like about 500 of them, and I think I have like 100 left. So, I mean, I've made the money back probably within the first month of the buy, and now I'm just trying to move out a lot of the stuff that's not real desirable,
Absolutely. I don't know if everybody's thrift stores does stuff like this, but around the Christmas season, one of my thrift stores, if you buy $50 gift cards, you get a $5 gift card for free. So if you buy 100, that's $10 you get for free. So it's like a 10% bonus. So check that out, people. That save you a ton of money on your thrifting and stuff. I walked up to the cashier and bought a gift card, and it was a huge one because I shop there all the time, and the cashier about crapped her pants.
Yeah, I wish mine did stuff like that. They unfortunately don't.
She actually called the manager over because she was fearful. I'm like, I don't blame her. Showed her my ID, my credit card. I'm like, pop it up, because I'll put it this way: I figured out how much money we spent at that thrift store just in a year, and it was $7,000 in 1 year at that one thrift store.
I can tell you what I've spent thrifting because I keep it all in this little spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go to my purchase cost of goods. So altogether for this year, from January of 2018 to November, well, let me rephrase. Yeah, from November of 2018, I've spent $7,880.
Mm-hmm.
That's just thrift store buys. That's how I do my average cost of goods. Yeah. That was for 2,596 items.
Yep.
With an average of $3.04 per item. And then of course, yard sales and like any other like buys I do, that's not factored in. That's just my thrift store crap.
Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, when they pop that little special with that gift card, me and my wife are like, man, that's a huge savings when you extrapolate it out to $7,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. So what was the deal again? So if you got a discount, if you're using a gift card, you get a permanent they
just add, like if you buy at least a $50 gift card, you automatically get a $5 bonus on that gift card. So if you buy 50, you get 55.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, that's a huge. Yeah, that's an extra 10% in buying power for every 50 you spent. Yeah,
absolutely. And you're thinking $5 is not that much. Well, when you put that up to $1,000, $2,000, $7,000, that's a ton of money. That's $100.
If I was doing a deal like that, like let's say it was like a Goodwill gift card that I could use at all the ones in this district, I would have probably easily done 5,000 and then gotten the extra $5 for all of that.
Yep. And that's, I popped 1,000 initially. That's what freaked the cashier out. But next time I'm going to do one for probably 5,000, and I'm just going to go straight to a manager. Did you get your internet done, Andy? What was going on?
Yeah. Can you am I showing up on the actual? I don't think I'm showing up on the actual feed, am I?
Check.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yep, I got you.
Okay. It just looked like I was just showing up on the Hangout, not the
video.
Yeah, the YouTube.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah, you're showing up when I see you.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, I had to refresh my thing. Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties. I was upstairs working, and I forgot to plug my laptop in, and I come downstairs and hooked it all back up down here, and the battery just went out just as I logged on, and the battery went, and I'm like, oh crap! So I had to get her all plugged back.
That's about right, isn't it? Monday morning. Me, oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put a picture on my Facebook. I had to get out of upstairs. We got my granddaughter tonight, and she's up there watching Baby Shark right now. I was like,
Oh,
so, I was, so I was like, oh my God, just kill me, man. I go, I get nuts and watch this. I told the wife, I go, I'm gonna be downstairs. I go for an hour. Just I go, give me an hour. I gotta get all this stuff packed. I go, I got so much stuff going out tonight. And I was gonna try and do it yesterday, and then I was doing my work and hangout, and I got chatting with everybody, and then Scott's Bearded Picker popped on, and we probably talked for another hour. So I went an hour longer than I had planned, and I'm like, crap, now I'm behind, and I'm like, now I got all this other stuff, and a couple other things sold last night, and I'm like, I go, babe, I need an hour to pack. And she's like, all right, you got an hour.
Yeah, those working hangouts are great, except they definitely slow down productivity.
Right. And I mean, and like, I don't talk to Scott like, all the time. So it was nice to actually just get a chance to kind of talk with him a little bit one-on-one and stuff,
Absolutely, yeah.
Scott's a really good guy. And, I mean, he's usually on, he does his shows usually in the morning when I'm at work and stuff like that. So, I really appreciated him popping in for just a little bit and, just get a chance to just BS with him. And I mean, it was just, we were talking about just a little bit of everything. I mean, not just reselling. So yeah, it was just really nice.
Yeah, I'll have to get on his morning shows, but sometimes he does super late shows too, and I'm way in bed by the time he does those.
Yeah. Well, and that, then yeah, that's the opposite end of the spectrum for me. Is I mean, I'm in bed typically at 7 o'clock at night because I'm up at 3 a.m. So it's I don't get to catch the late shows, and I don't get to catch the early morning shows.
That is some odd hours, but it works for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, typically, I work like 4 to 2, so. But lately it's been 4 to about 3. So, by the time I get home and, I get all my stuff done, I've only got a couple hours in the day to actually, do anything for myself. But, when we get back on, things get back to normal. I mean, a lot of times I'm rolling out by 1 o'clock, which is great. I love those days. If I can roll out of work by 1 o'clock, I mean, then I got all afternoon and that's super. But
yeah,
just lately it hasn't been that way.
You guys have busy times of year at your job? Is that what?
No, I mean, it's just yes and no.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes in streaks. It's just that we're just so short staffed right now. And it's, and our management team is not accepting responsibility for being short staffed. So they're just they're just punishing everybody else. So as long as I don't get mandatoried and stuff like that, we're all good. So because I'm one of them guys, I refuse to work over. I used to work 70, 80 hours a week all the time. And now that I refuse to work any overtime. Those days are long, but those days are long gone and behind. I'm trying to work less hours now.
That's right. You want, time for yourself is valuable,
It is. Well, I mean, and I'd rather be doing this. I mean, this is what I enjoy. You know what I mean? Like I kind of typed in Justin's chat earlier today. I mean, I had another $500 Sunday. I mean, last Sunday I did $500. This Sunday I did $500. I mean, that's one day. I mean, and that's not. Don't get me wrong. That's not typical. I mean, that's not. I don't consistently do $500 every Sunday, but I mean, that's good money. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of times. That's what a lot of people bring home in a week. It's more than some people bring home in a week. You know what I mean?
Do you see a scenario, Andy, where you'd ever try this full time?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely coming. It's like I said, I just have to get this. Essentially, like I said, my daughter goes to a private college. I mean, I've talked about this before, but I mean, her college was $240,000. So, essentially, I took a whole nother I mean, I'm not paying all of it, but I'm paying a third of it. So essentially, I took another mortgage on, but I'm trying to pay that off in 5 years. So. Essentially, paying, my portion's about $80K. I'm trying to pay that off in 5 years. So, I mean, that's a hefty sum plus take care of all of my stuff. So,
yeah,
that's just where, I mean, that's just where, just where I'm at. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people's like, oh man, they go, I can't believe how much money. I go, no, I go, you know what? I go, I don't have, all my extra money all goes to paying this loan. So I want that done because the sooner I can get that done, the sooner I can go full time. And then that's, inevitably where I want to be is full time.
But you have a plan, see, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's what matters.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And of course I get sideswiped a little bit here or there. Like last year, we had a wedding that we ended up having, we footed part of that. We got another one this year that, we're going to, we'll be doing as well. So it's, it's like, man, it's just like I just can't, I just struggle getting ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, I'll kind of try and keep an eye in the chat. If you guys see something in the chat and someone directs something at me or whatever, just shout it out because I got to get some of this stuff packed. But
Oh yeah, that's
definitely,
what I'm doing. I'm not even paying
yeah.
to the chat. I'm shipping stuff right now.
I had to turn the camera off, guys. So I'm pulling orders, and I just got out of the shower, so I have a t-shirt on, but I'm wearing a towel, so I'm turning the camera off. So.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to see that. Yeah, that's right. I'm just wearing track pants and a t-shirt, so I mean, I'm not a fashion icon by any means right now either. So
you see me when I walk out, I wear in the winter I wear sweatpants, in the summer I wear shorts typically. So I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
Nice.
That's the good thing about working for yourself. You don't have to wear all that mumbo jumbo.
Right. It's just nice to be comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if I never have to wear a tie again, that'd be fine with me.
Yeah, I do not miss those days.
Okay.
Let's print these damn orders up.
Well, I didn't realize I had that many things up Posh.
Nope. Okay. Next.
Yeah, Justin, like we were talking, earlier about, Poshmark versus eBay and stuff like that. And, like on your channel, shipping stuff, fancy or whatever, you ain't got to do that. Like this hat, this thing here, this going to Poshmark. The only thing different for me selling the hat on Poshmark, eBay, I mean, I do this anyway. I put all my hats in a bag. The only thing different is I just throw it in a priority box. That's it. Instead of using the regular flat rate box, because everything's got to go priority. So I might as well use those boxes instead of using my own.
So everything on Poshmark goes priority. So you can use
everything goes priority. Yeah. So just like with your how you ship your shirts. Okay, you said you put them in the clear bags and then you just put them in a poly mailer. I do exactly the same thing, and then you get the tie-back envelopes. These are free from USPS.
Yep.
These are, I mean, it's not necessary, but I just throw them in here because it just stands out that it's priority. Yep. So I just that's the only thing different between eBay to Poshmark for shipping clothing is I just toss them in one of these. But like if you have something bulky, like a jacket or whatever, you can just toss it in a box. Put it, I mean, I'll use the 12 by 12 boxes for a nice bulky jacket, or if I got big boots or whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, because you do up to 5 pounds. So
that's great.
I love the way Poshmark shipping works. It's
Now you can't use like a Dymo with Poshmark labels currently, right? You're not.
I don't. I think you can, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
I'm hoping I'm getting a Rolo for Christmas, and if not, I'm getting a Rolo after Christmas. So
right.
I basically just ask for one or ask for gift cards towards one. So because I know the Rolo, everybody loves the Rolo. I know Wade's Ventures, Wade has one. I know there's a bunch of other people that have them. I think it's Little Black Hanger. She's a big Poshmark seller. I think that's what she uses. I think the what is it? The Thrifty Flamingos. They use the Rolo. I mean, everybody loves that Rolo because they said there's like no issues with it, like syncing and like Dymo is a little tricky to get dialed in, but once you get it, I mean, it's good. But sometimes it's just not friendly with certain things.
Dymo to get set up was a PW.
Right. Yeah, so for me right now, the only thing that stinks with like doing Poshmark stuff is I actually got to print it out on paper because I can't use my labels on Poshmark. So like my first 3 things I'll do today, I'll be my Poshmark stuff, and then I can start printing my stuff on labels. So.
Sorry, people in the chat. We're just shipping and working, trying to figure out what the best way to ship this tree over here is. It's going to freaking Washington State, so I'm trying pirate ship.
Dude, nice. Michelle is an awesome moderator. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Monty had typed something in chat, and I went to approve it, and she had already approved it. And I went to do it real quick. So Michelle is on it.
Yeah, I've noticed that before. Yeah, you must be talking about Michelle Lathan, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's definitely on the ball.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. Is she still coming out? I could be meeting her and her brother this Friday, so that'll be real cool.
Okay, so she lives real close to you then?
Yeah, apparently she lives like about 20 minutes from my area. So
oh my gosh, that'd be great.
Hey, so that's really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, she seems like a real cool gal. It's kind of amazing how many people that you have that are relatively close to you, Justin.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. Well, like I'm sure you guys seen him in the chat before. Dad's Vintage Garage. I actually met him a long time ago, a year ago, before I was ever doing YouTube or anything. But we met out at we got to talk it one day at Salvation Army on half off day, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, so I've known him and we exchange because I you know, when I meet other resellers, man, I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm not like a dog going after a bone, right? Like, I mean, I kind of look at it, there's enough out there for everybody.
That's how I am.
How I am. Yeah, so when I met him, we actually exchanged information because we're kind of in different categories. So like he gives me heads up when he sees stuff, and I'll give him heads up when he, you know, for stuff that he's into, you know.
See, I think that's what a lot of people miss is you know, they're so focused on the competition that, oh man, this guy's doing clothes too, and this guy's doing clothes, and everybody's just taking it. No, you know what I mean? There's so much, and yeah, and if just network was because. Even those people all doing clothes, I'm sure they're picking up something else that you may not be aware of. You know what I'm saying? Or there's always something else that you can still learn from those people. Yeah, it's like I don't care if I go sourcing with clothing sellers, and I don't have to have every single item that's in there that's of some value. You know what? I have no, I mean, and I even got a buddy that, like, one of the buddies I work with, you know, I mean, we've actually been there together, and I've told this story a couple times, but like we found two new sealed Sony Walkmans, the cassette ones, Sony Walkman, which are worth, I mean, we found two of them together, and we both knew what they were. And, you know, I just kind of asked, like, hey, I go, how do you want to do this, dude? I said, because I said, I know you want these. I want these. I said, what do you want to, I go, do you want one? You want me to take one? Or I go, do you want me to just go take and list them? And I go, when they sell, then I'll just send you half the money. And he goes, yeah, he goes, that's cool. And I said, all right. I go, let's do this. You pay for them. Because I think they were like $6 or $8 for the two total. And I said, that's about what my shipping is going to be, because they were light. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll pay the shipping. You pay for the items. And I said, when they sell, I'll just PayPal you half the money. And he was like, I'm totally cool with that. I sold them both in, like, I think less than 2 days. Yeah. I said, you know, the only thing is I told him, I said, hey, I said, do you mind waiting 30 days? I said, for your money in case I get a return. I said, if, you know, they give me the thing that, if they give me feedback right away, then I go, I'll just send it. And he goes, yeah, I'm totally cool with that. I mean, and we work together, so it's not like I'm going to be able to avoid the dude forever. So, you know, I did that and I sent him his money. He was super happy because I actually got feedback on him right away. And he was super happy. He was like, yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem sharing. I go, I could have been that guy. And it's like, no, these are both mine. I mean, because it's $200, but you know what? I'd rather have $100 splitting it with the guy than getting nothing, than him being the guy that goes, no, these are mine. So, you know what? I'd rather just split it with them. I go, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, like here's a case in point example, kind of similar to yours, Andy. Like Dad's Vintage Garage, his name's John. Okay. We were at Salvation Army. This is after we kind of got to know each other, whatever. And he was looking through clothes, but he does different stuff than I do. And he pulled out a really nice organic cotton Patagonia button front, long sleeve. And he hands it to me. He's like, hey, do you want this? And I was like, yeah, because you know how many other resellers were digging through that would have snagged that? But because I make it with this guy, he hands it off to me. I made like $40 on the shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if Brian Picker's in here or not. I know he pops in out. Brian and I went thrifting, you know, one day together, and we were both doing that to each other. You know, I was grabbing stuff. You know, I threw a Pearl Izumi bicycle jersey at him. I picked out some other things, and then he was doing the same to me. He goes, "Hey, do you want this? Do you want this?" You know, he brought me some Harley stuff. You know, because he just knows I do that. I know he does a little more sports stuff, so I found like I think a couple Bulls things or something that were a little different. You know, we were like throwing stuff back and forth at each other. And I didn't take everything he had, but at the same time, he didn't take everything I threw at him. So there were some things I ended up keeping that he didn't want, but I threw. But we both won in the end. And so many, I think there's a lot of people out there that just have a hard time adapting to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the key to this business, honestly, I feel like networking is paramount to this business. Exactly. If you're going to be good at it. Like, you know, and I know guys that do nothing but like local guys. There's one guy I talked to actually when I first started out, like thinking about going full time. And he does nothing but like liquidation, like auctions, right? Like in all of his inventory. And mainly he deals with like motorcycle parts. And so like me and him are not even anywhere near the same category. So we're not going after the same stuff. And like we share knowledge all the time. I never even met the guy. His name's Russell. Never met the guy. We talk on text almost every week. We live like 10 miles apart.
Wow.
So. But yeah, there's definitely, you know, don't get me wrong. Are there, especially at the bins, I would say, are there jerk resellers out there? Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But.
I think I find though too is like some of the people that have, and I'm not saying all people are like this, but I found that more of the people that I've run across that have that mentality are the ones that are maybe struggling a little more financially. So they feel that like you're kind of screwing them out of those dollars. You know what I mean? Just kind of, you know, maybe that's just my opinion or kind of some things that, you know, how I've kind of, some things I've noticed, you know, because I do have a couple, you know, reseller friends that I know that they have some serious financial issues. So when they are out there, you know, it's like they're trying to grab every single dollar that they can find. And if you pick something up, you just took money out of, you know, I got one of the guys I work with, he actually puts it as I personally take money out of his kids' mouths because I buy the same things he does. And I'm like, dude, really? That is a horrible outlook. That is an absolutely horrible outlook.
That's what we call, what is that? You know, the scarcity mindset. And if you live your life, and this is with anything, not just
right.
If you live your life in a spirit of scarcity, guess what? That's what's going to come your way is scarcity. Scarcity in finances, scarcity in everything. You know, if you look, I look at life as, you know, there's plenty of junk out there that people can flip.
Right.
There's more junk than we could ever do anything with. Like, I mean, look how much look at the people that have businesses where all they do is get their crap out of dumpsters. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, just look at like Sarah and Jackie. You know, I mean, thrift hustlers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what they get a ton of stuff like that, and it's all free. But
just like yesterday, you know, I had the subscriber approach me for the store, which was awesome. His name was David, I believe, and he had some good stuff in his carts, but it doesn't, because for one, I may not even have found it. Somebody else may have got it before I got to it, you know. And the bottom line, I had a bunch of good stuff in the cart too. So yeah.
Yep.
If you're experienced like that, I don't think you're going to make it. You know?
Right.
And I don't mean this the way it's going to sound, but if you're that hard up, you know, and maybe the guy you're talking about, Andy, maybe he does work full time and it has to do this to supplement. I don't know. But like, if you're that hard up, you really shouldn't be reselling full time because it's not a job where you can predict your income.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you guys are out, if you ever guys run across Nike Shocks, pick these things up. People love Nike Shocks. You know, and they're really easy to identify because they look like they have little shock absorbers. I sell the crap out of these things. It's like every time I get them, they sell almost immediately for me. I mean, they're not huge money. They're usually between 30 and 45 bucks, but you know, depending on design and style. But still, man, these things, I sell these things almost immediately whenever I get them.
Is your on condition? Basically, if I would wear it, I will buy it. Is that what your is?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, unless it's something I know that I can clean up. But I mean, if I have to put time into it to clean it up, it better be worth, you know, it better be worth more than, you know, X dollars. So
absolutely, because I see good, you know, decent brands and stuff all the time that are just
right.
I'm like, man, that's an hour to clean, and I'm not going to mess with that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm real picky on. You know, when I grab shoes, like I said, I want good quality stuff because that's what I want in my store. You know what I mean? I don't want to be known as the reseller. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, peddling junk out there.
I picked up 3 pretty good shoes. Of course, I'll film my haul video tonight, and you guys can see it. tomorrow, but I picked a pretty good pair yesterday.
Cool.
One of them, a unique pair, had no comps, no listings on it, but I know it'll do well.
Right. When you ship shoes, Mike, how do you do them?
What's that?
And so when you ship shoes, how do you do them?
Just the priority shoe box, you know, and people are saying in the chat.
Do you wrap yours? Like I usually like wrap mine individually.
Oh, yeah.
Like okay. So I didn't know if that's how you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always just wrap them individually and then.
Yeah, especially if they're dress shoes, you can polybag them, and sometimes if they're they put some paper in maybe.
Yeah, I always usually got a couple, especially with Poshmark. I don't. Well, I mean, normally shoes are always under 3 pounds, but
yeah, or tissue paper like paper around Christmas on clearance and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't. You know, I mean, you know, on Justin's channel, you know, they were talking about, you know, Poshmark. You know, I think that's the old school of thought on there. You know, like I said, is how, you know, people do all these foo-foo packages, and I know there are a lot of people that still do that, but you know, I don't think that's necessary. You know,
well, especially if I'm doing men's clothing, I feel like it's not going to matter.
Right, but you know, though, a lot of the men's clothing though that I sell still goes to, you know, it's going to women.
Yeah, because they're buying for their.
So I know that they're opening that stuff. You know, I mean.
You know, try to be as tidy as possible, and it doesn't have to be all frou-frou, but
yeah, I just try to make it look neat. Like I said, I mean, this is how I ship on eBay too. So I mean, it's like, you know, I'm not doing anything different.
okay, I just boxed up a coffee mug, everyone. And, this is my pirate ship test. Is it going to be cheaper on eBay or pirate ship? Let's see. This one box,
guys, is I like the not like you, Andy. Do you see you do the 8x8x4s for your hats?
I think it's 8x6x4. Hang on.
Yeah, 8x4. Yeah.
Oh, I do 10x8x6.
Okay,
that's the boxes you get with the eBay bucks. Those work great for hats. I mean, they're a little big, but I mean, they fit it, especially if you got a fitted hat or one with the flat bill. You know, it's harder to bend those, so these work really, really good for those.
Yeah, I found these boxes, man, through Supply Hut. They're 8x8x4, and they're super light. They're durable, but they're super light. So, like, I used to use 8x8x8 through the Boxery. That's what I used to use for my hats, but now, you know, like I said, when I have with my eBay bucks, I just been using, you know, I'd rather get free boxes than paper boxes. So, yeah.
All right, so this mug packaged up is $6.89 on eBay with store discounts, and on Pirate $6.80. So it's a 9 cent difference for everyone in the chat. 9 cents.
Nice. It was a 9 cent difference.
9 cents. $6.89 on eBay and $6.80 on Pirate Ship.
So which way are you gonna ship?
I was just gonna print it on eBay because it's easier than 9 cents rather than copying everything. Right. Be lazy.
You know, you can just import your eBay, so you don't have to type everything in. Like, you can just import your eBay stuff, and it'll automatically it's just like buying through eBay. You don't have to type it all in. That's annoying.
To be fair, this mug is pretty close. It's going to like New Jersey or something. I have a mug here in a second that's going to Texas, and I think that's where the real difference will come in. No, Pennsylvania. This mug's going to Pennsylvania, so not too far away from us. So.
I like busting on Mike about coffee mugs. I seen someone in one of your videos said, I think it was Cameron in Flashback Finds actually commented on one of your videos. He goes, great, thanks, Mike. He goes, now you got me looking at mugs again, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's exactly how I was. It's like, look, I pretty much totally like just quit looking at those stupid things, and now I'm looking at them again. Like, I just sold this Kate Spade mug.
Oh, that's all.
all new in the box. I actually found 2 of these.
Nice.
Like this, and that went for, I think with the shipping was like $30. So
Yeah.
I think I got 20 something out of this plus the ship. So yeah, I think it was right around $33. So
Yeah, that one's a
yeah,
no-brainer with Kate Spade just passing away a few months ago.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish the design was a little different, but it's basically like I use like teacher school because it has like a desk with a planner and scissors and like all like an apple on it and stuff. So it's a little tougher sell, I think, but I mean, I think it'd be a good gift for like I said, like a teacher or something like that. So this is the one thing I hate with Poshmark is I have a million sheets of paper like this laying around. It's gonna tear my labels out. That's why I was like, okay, I've got to get a label printer for Poshmark.
On Poshmark, I just those half, they're the adhesive labels, but they're the half sheet that I just send through my inkjet printer for Poshmark.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I use for eBay too.
For eBay, I have, we all talked about that. Now I have my Dymo for eBay.
Yeah, you got your Dymo, right? Yeah. So you can't get your Dymo to work then for Poshmark?
No, and I honestly I haven't looked too far into it because I don't sell. I've been building up Poshmark, so it's not like selling multiple items every day.
Right.
But if I was selling, multiples every day, I would definitely try to look into it further.
Yeah. One of the things I wish Poshmark would adapt is the larger sizes because I think they only go up to like a 3X, like in men's stuff. And like today, I just listed a 4 extra large tall. So I had to custom. I had to do a custom thing. Yeah, and they don't even have an option as like a tall in there either, to where like you could. I really wish they would fix that.
Absolutely.
But, that's Poshmark done. eBay.
So tell everyone a little bit about your story, Andy. Like, when did you start on YouTube, and what led you to decide to do the YouTube game?
Oh man, I think I've been on YouTube a little over 2 years. Honestly, man, it was just it was more just trying to kind of just document some of my journey. Like I knew that I was ramping up my reselling game. This is when my daughter started school, and I was like, okay, I got to do something to start making some more money, and I really didn't want to go get another job. And I was already selling on eBay anyway. I mean, I've been on eBay since '97, I believe. So I mean, way back when guys, I'm sure you guys, anyone who's older, been around long enough, it's back when you used to actually send like cash and check through the mail. It would take forever to get your item because you'd wait 3 days to get the money that they would either send you. And if they sent you a check, you'd wait 3 days for the check to clear before you would. I mean, it would take forever to get your stuff. But yeah, so I did that. So anyway, yeah, I kind of started YouTube because, like I said, it was more, just trying to find somebody to share, my finds with, and just kind of like the water cooler type of thing, like what Justin was saying, you know what I mean? It's just finding just like-minded people to talk to and, share ideas and learn from, and I figured, what, if I could share some of my knowledge with people, that'd be cool. But, I want to learn from other people. So YouTube has definitely helped me, help my game like drastically. There's so many knowledgeable people out there, and and I know that there's like, and I'll hear people once in a while like, oh, everybody, all these YouTubers, are killing it for no, what I was like going, there's, and I'll argue that, and I don't tell everybody, especially locally, that I have YouTube and stuff like that, but I'm like going, you have no idea how much I've learned from YouTubers and networking with YouTubers and stuff like that. I go, and it's just, you're awful closed-minded if you think YouTubers are killing the reselling game. I mean, that's just my opinion, of course. But so yeah, it was just pretty much just a way for me to document, my stuff. I like, sharing my sales. I know people love seeing what all sells, and stuff like that. Like I used to share like a lot of my numbers early back in the day. I don't do that anymore. You know, it's still not hard to find what somebody's really doing, but you know, so I kind of don't do that anymore. But you know, it's just, I don't know what, I mean, what really got you into it, Mike? I mean, I know you're a pretty knowledgeable guy.
Yeah, I was, you know, honestly, I was just, you know, was on YouTube one day just watching people, you know, and I've been doing it, like you said, since on eBay, you know, not full time or anything, since about 90. I was trying to think, about 1998 or so is when I started on eBay. Of course, that was about 3 accounts ago.
Yeah.
My current account is like 700 feedback and change. But,
right.
you know, I was watching people and I was like, I just thought I had something to offer, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, I think that's it too. I kind of thought, I was like, you know what, I think I can relate to it. And especially because I looked at it as, I don't want to say it was kind of new, but I looked at what I was doing. You know, I thought I could, relate to a lot of, especially newer people. And I do think I kind of tend to hit that mark. You know what I mean? I do think I relate to it, you know, and I'm pretty cut and dry with most stuff. I don't try to talk all fancy and use big words, and you know, I'm just pretty much me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I guess not to bag on anyone at all, but I saw real people like you and a bunch of others.
Right.
I saw the bombastic people just trying to do stuff. I'm like, no, that's not the way it should be done.
Right. Exactly. Right. And that's, you know, and like I said, just, you know, give another fellow YouTuber a shout out. If any of you guys are not subscribed to Cameron at Flashback Finds, I've been watching Cameron for a long time, and I've seen him pop in here occasionally. Cameron is like one of those just down to earth general dudes. You know what I'm saying? I love his videos. I love the way he does stuff. And, you know, so like when I was watching all that stuff, I was like, that's how I want to be. I mean, I want to be like that guy, just humble. You know, I'm not out there, you know, hawking stuff or anything like that. But still able to share, you know, knowledge with people. And yeah, I love Cameron's videos.
Sorry to change the topic. Here's my real, we're still savings on pirate ship, people. Shipping quote for this mug to Texas on eBay is $10.65, and the quote on pirate ship is $7.88. So
that's pretty big.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
But now a pirate ship, it has to be like something in a square box, though, correct?
You can also do like no, you can do poly. Like there's a soft pack option for like a jacket that you're fitting in a large poly bag, as long as it meets the requirements with the size before anything's in it. You just measure your poly bag in it.
So you just measure it flat and unopened, and then you can do it that way?
Yep.
Okay. It's something I really need to look into. I just have not started messing with pirate ship yet, and I know I'm missing out.
I'd probably save in shipping. And you know, I charge for shipping, so it's basically adding to my profit. I save shipping probably $70 a month using pirate ship.
Really? Okay, now I'm just being devil's advocate here because sometimes this is how I look at it. So just don't read into anything I'm going to say. But I want your thoughts on this because this is kind of how I look at it as well. Okay, so especially for us guys that, you know, that are, we'll just call it a volume seller. You know, I mean, you guys write shipping off. So, I mean, do you find that it really makes a difference one way or the other? I mean, you know, I mean, if I'm writing off that extra $70 worth of shipping, or I'm saving it on the front end, you know what I'm saying?
I
mean, I was just curious what your thoughts were. Like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
I mean, yes, yeah, you write off your shipping, but I mean, it's still. It's still money.
I mean, believe me, I'm not looking to try and spend a whole bunch of extra on shipping by any means. You know what I mean? But and I guess that's probably why maybe I haven't jumped into it yet. But I know I need to, because obviously there's a lot of items that I do ship that I could save a fortune on shipping.
I would also say this: if you're a competitive category and we're offering not necessarily free shipping but cheaper shipping than your competitor, you know what I'm saying? Like if you,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I could see where that would be huge. Yeah, because there was like I had an instance here the other day, and I know this is just a stupid item, but I'd actually purchased just a piece of glassware, you know, from a seller, and I was like, how is this guy shipping this? How is he selling this and shipping it so cheap? This doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I know what it's going to cost him to ship it, you know, so I bought it, and then it comes, but he was sending the thing medium mail. And I was like, oh, and it got opened, You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there was a note in there that, you know, he owed, because I paid $10 for this class shipped. And I was like, how is he? Because I knew it was going to be over £1, and there was a note inside that he was charged like $6.80 some cents. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, well, hey, at least he got caught. You know, everybody's always trying to skirt the system, it seems like, somehow, but sooner or later you get caught.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, if I don't think anyone in our chat's doing that, but if you're doing that, you're in our chat, just stop reselling. Go freaking work at McDonald's or Walmart,
Right.
or an office job or anything else.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then you know, and then they're complaining, you know, about, well, why the rates keep going up? Why the rates keep going up? Well, it's because you're not paying proper postage. You know, if you're just paying what you should be paying, then, you know.
Look, I agree. Like, I mean, postage cost is crazy, but it's part of doing business, right? Like,
exactly.
And if there's not enough profit in your item to be competitive with shipping, then don't sell that item.
Exactly.
But, you know, I'm of that mind. You've heard me before, Andy. I'm of that mindset that yes, anyone can resell, but not everyone should.
Oh, it's kind of like spandex. You know what I mean? Everyone can wear spandex, but not everyone should.
Right.
All right, guys. Hate to cut it short because I'm having fun, but John, the Cincinnati Picker, is going to be going live here in just a few minutes. So thanks, Andy. Thanks, Justin. And
I'll pop over to his thing.
See you guys over there.
I'll do the same thing.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Yep.